Kakinada JNTU ప్రాంగణంలో భారతీయ విదేశీ వాణిజ్య సంస్థ ప్రారంభమైంది. కార్యక్రమంలో కేంద్ర మంత్రులు నిర్మలా సీతారామన్, పీయూష్ గోయల్, రాష్ట్ర మంత్రులు అప్పలరాజు, వేణుగోపాలకృష్ణ, కారుమూరి నాగేశ్వరరావు, ఎంపీలు వంగాగీత, మార్గాని భారత్, సుభాష్ చంద్రబోస్, జీవీఎల్ నరసింహారావు పాల్గొన్నారు. మోదీ ప్రధాని అయ్యాక భారత ఎకానమీని గాడిని పెట్టారని కేంద్ర మంత్రి నిర్మలా సీతారామన్ తెలిపారు. బిజినెస్ అంటే పాపం అన్నట్టుగా కాంగ్రెస్ భావించిందని, అప్పట్లో భారత ఆర్థిక పరిస్థితి ముట్టుకుంటే పడిపోయే స్థితిలో ఉండేదని అన్నారు నిర్మలా సీతారామన్. ప్రస్తుతం ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో కేంద్ర మంత్రి పీయూష్ గోయల్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. ఆ లైవ్ చూద్దాం ఇప్పుడు.
Truly the defining feature in the years to come as we work in the Amrit Kal, the next 25 years towards 100 years of independence in 2047, we are working, and all our young boys and girls here are going to be the main stakeholders in this journey as we progress towards a developed India, a developed nation. This Amrit Kal, as Prime Minister Modi has articulated in his address to the nation on 15th August, when we celebrated Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, is going to determine the future of 130 crore Indians, the future of our children, the future of our generations to come. And friends, foreign trade is going to truly help us in achieving that $30 trillion ambitious target that Prime Minister Modi, that Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji have all collectively set before us. And it's very much achievable, very much doable. And I can share a small statistic with you to help you understand why I feel this is the path that we are going to achieve. In the last 30 years, Indian economy has grown 11.8 times in US dollar terms. Our current economy of about $3.5 trillion was less than $300 billion 30 years ago. The growth has been nearly 12 times in the last 30 years. And we have reached that inflection point. We are at that cusp where India is going to take off. And therefore, if we have an ambition to be at least 10 times in the next 25 years in this Amrit Kal, where we are looking to cross a $30 trillion economy with a per capita GDP of over $15,000. I think under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, which is truly forward-looking, comes up with innovative ideas, plans for India's long-term future with a very clear vision. And with the stewardship of Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji at the helm of the Finance Ministry, we can all clearly see the path ahead of us. Recognize the world over. Today, world leaders, whether it's the chief of the IMF, both the chief of the managing director of IMF and the chief economist, both are on record to say that India is a bright spot in the world today, where most developed nations, most other economies are getting into recession, are seeing inflation at 5 times what it usually is in their country, where they are seeing huge depression in the people. I was with the ambassador of India to Egypt yesterday, and he was telling me, sir, the shelves in Egypt are all empty. Incidentally, the per capita income of Egypt today is more than twice India's per capita. But look at their state of affairs. 100 containers containing textiles made in India recently had to come back from Egypt because they didn't have the foreign currency to pay for that. It was barely $10 million. $10 million, 60, 70 crore rupees. Less than 10 million. they could not afford to pay. They